Did you know that one of the biggest reasons people waste food has nothing to do with cooking? It has nothing to do with bad habits. And it's not always because they buy too much. The real problem is often sitting right in front of them, their refrigerator. Every day, millions of people open their fridge, stare at a crowded shelf, and feel frustrated before they even start cooking. There are leftovers in random containers, vegetables hidden behind bottles, half open packages pushed into corners, sauces lying sideways, and somewhere in the back there is food that was perfectly good a few days ago, but now it is forgotten, expired, and wasted. And here is the strange part. Most people think this is normal. They think a messy fridge is just part of a busy life, but it is not just a small inconvenience. It is quietly costing you money, time, energy, and better meals. Think about the last time you cleaned out your refrigerator. How much food did you throw away? Maybe it was cooked chicken you planned to eat later. Maybe it was vegetables you bought with good intentions. Maybe it was fruit, leftovers, or meal prep that got pushed behind everything else. At first, it does not seem like a big deal, but over time, those small losses add up. You spend money buying food, you spend time preparing it. Then it sits in the fridge hidden in messy containers, wrapped in foil, or stored in bags where you cannot even see what is inside. A few days later, it goes straight into the trash. That is not just food waste. That is wasted money, wasted effort, and wasted planning. But the problem goes deeper than that. A disorganized fridge affects the way you eat. When you cannot clearly see your food, you are less likely to use it. When leftovers are hidden, they are forgotten. When healthy meals are not easy to grab, fast food starts to feel easier. When your fridge feels chaotic, cooking feels harder. And when cooking feels harder, your whole routine starts to break down. This is why so many people clean their refrigerator again and again, but the mess always comes back. They wipe the shelves, they throw away old food, they promise themselves they will keep it organized this time. And for a few days, everything looks better. But then groceries come in, leftovers pile up, different containers stack awkwardly, lids go missing, plastic bags take over the shelves. And suddenly, the fridge looks exactly the way it did before. So, what is the real issue? The issue is not that you are bad at organizing. The issue is that your fridge does not have a system. Most refrigerators have shelves and drawers, but they do not automatically create order. Without a simple system, food gets scattered, small items disappear, leftovers get ignored, and every time you open the door, you have to search through the mess again. But there is a smarter way to store food, a way that makes your refrigerator easier to use, easier to clean, and easier to manage every single day. It starts with something simple. Airtight glass food storage containers, not just random containers, not flimsy bowls with loose lids, not old takeout boxes stacked in the corner. Clear glass containers with secure airtight lids that help turn your fridge into a clean, visible, organized space. The difference is immediate. Instead of guessing what is inside, you can see your food at a glance. Instead of dealing with loose packaging, everything has a proper place. Instead of worrying about spills, airtight lids help keep food sealed and secure. Instead of smelling last night's dinner every time you open the fridge, sealed containers help reduce odors and keep different foods separated. And instead of having a shelf full of random shapes and sizes, glass containers make everything look cleaner, calmer, and easier to stack. Imagine cooking dinner and saving the leftovers in a clear glass container. The next day, you open your fridge and see it right away. No digging, no guessing, no mystery container in the back. You know exactly what you have, and you are more likely to eat it before it goes bad. Now imagine preparing meals for the week: rice, chicken, vegetables, pasta, fruit, salads, snacks, or simple ready to go lunches. Each meal has its own container. Everything is portioned, everything is visible, everything is ready when you need it. That is why this type of container works so well for meal prep. It removes friction. When you are tired, hungry,
or in a rush, you do not want to think too much. You want to open the fridge, grab a meal, and move on with your day. That simple convenience can make a big difference in your routine. And glass has another advantage. It gives your fridge a cleaner and more premium look. Food looks fresher, shelves look more organized, and because the containers are transparent,
Nothing feels hidden. You can quickly see what needs to be eaten first. You can see what you already have before going grocery shopping. You can avoid buying the same thing twice. And you can stop letting good food disappear behind clutter. The before and after is easy to imagine. Before, your fridge feels full,
but you cannot find what you need. There are different containers everywhere. Some lids do not fit, some food is wrapped in plastic, some leftovers are forgotten, and every meal feels like one more search. After, everything feels different. Leftovers are sealed, meals are stacked neatly, ingredients are easier to see, the shelves look open, the fridge feels cleaner, and your food finally feels under control. But there is one benefit that few people think about. Airtight glass containers can help you build better habits without forcing you to change everything overnight. When healthy food is visible, you are more likely to eat it. When meals are ready, you are less likely to order takeout. When leftovers are stored properly, you are more likely to use them. And when your fridge looks organized,
you are more motivated to keep it that way. That is the real power of a good food storage system. It does not just make your kitchen look better, it makes your daily routine easier. It helps protect the food you already paid for. It helps reduce waste. It helps make meal prep more realistic. And it helps turn a stressful part of the kitchen into something simple and manageable. You do not need a perfect kitchen. You do not need a complicated organization method. And you do not need to spend hours rearranging everything. You just need a better way to store the food you already use every day. Because when your food is visible, sealed, and easy to reach, everything changes. Cooking becomes easier. Meal prep becomes simpler. Leftovers actually get eaten, and your refrigerator stops feeling like a problem you have to fix every week. So if your fridge always feels messy, even after you clean it,
the solution may not be more space. It may be better storage. Airtight glass food storage containers can give your refrigerator structure, protect your meals, and help you take back control of your kitchen one container at a time. If you'd like to learn more about the solution mentioned in this video, check the first link in the description. And if you enjoy this content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next videos.